promise. Flashy with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch me like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
We got London on the
Old clubs selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, old clubs selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Another extra point opportunity here. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This goes to a former Eagle, Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And down to the 36-yard line here. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll shift things around. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. On target to his man, Likely. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll run here with Edwards. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Eagles 6, Ravens 0.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Play action. Now Jackson. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Wow, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw is Jackson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. 1 move later, he's in the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Lamar changing the play. Again, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now Jackson on first down. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Jackson. Man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They're not looking for a fight. So they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there.
but it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Jackson on first down. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Jack Stoll, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to... Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. And he will get out of bounds and pick up the first down. So they catch the defense napping, and the fake spike works to move the chains.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson on first down. And incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That is caught. Rashawn Bateman. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Rashawn Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations,
What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Eagles.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works in clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Swift going to try up the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you say, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defense, defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that's complete to Brown.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Elliott now to add the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good.
Ravens 22. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One last shot for Jackson. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Love going to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This rolled up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though he don't hit on the deep throw, you're at least putting the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. That's taken in by Kraft. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 19 yards away. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brings up third down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
He sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed defensively because that was open for a minute. That's pretty well with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? How about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Throwing. Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 41 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready?
2nd and 5. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Christian Watson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's going deep for Brown.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best from him. What we see right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game tonight.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the moment of the 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 14. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
7-yard gain. And an Eagles first down.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it? Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Well, Love wants to shift things around. Another try after the first down sack. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they'll change things up. 1st down, Love to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley.
And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Running is Swift. And he'll get it inside the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing is Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Second and 10.
Yellow, go.
Here's Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. He knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw now, here's Love. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Just get it in the pocket. Come on, be patient.
fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of. Oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they consider they pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I'm here to still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bust and bust. Got too far and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents? And we down bad broke, and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring, that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch how I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Down to change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason